I want to invite my colleagues onto the stage. Phenomenal leaders doing what they need to do to be able to have SnapIT where we are. So I'm gonna find, and you know who you are, please come on in. And okay, and they have some announcements, combination of things that they have experienced, and so on and so forth. So here on the stage first is Shabir Mukaddam. Shabir is our head of technology and innovation. You want to sit down, maybe? You want to speak on the stage? All right. And then Yvette Steele, come on over. She is, yes, good, VP of talent development. Essentially, the sprint model rolls up under her, and she is working on the training side and able to, work with the training partners and workforce agencies. Sudhir Paraskar, my better half, good half. He is the CTO for SnapIT Solutions. Essentially, we all are working so that he can consume the talent for SnapIT. He and his teams, are the ones who are mentoring and able to deliver projects and so on and so forth. And Akela Jones, Dreher, recently married. Thank you so much for joining, Akela. Akela is our director of trainings. So I know you all have some announcement for our guests here. I'll have Shabir go first with his announcement, and then Sudhir is kind of an odd man here. I wanted him to share a fun story about one of our recent graduates, graduates turned employee turned. So he's going to speak about his experience and from a mentor perspective. Shabir, take it away.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm honored to be here attending this, and actually I'm even more thrilled to make some announcements. By the way, Shabir Mukaddam, I head the product and the innovation at SnapIT, and I've been closely involved in a lot of products and offerings for, workforce development in general. So all these announcements are going to be tied to that. One of the first things I wanted to kind of introduce or make an announcement was our, Sprint Lab is what we called our integrated workforce development platform, which brings all of these things together, whether it's training, whether it's mentorship apprentices, apprenticeship stuff, or just connecting our talent with the employers. We are building an end-to-end integration platform, which will kind of remove all these things that are kind of, in my opinion, are barriers, right? When we try to kind of look at the ecosystem in general, there are a lot of players in there, whether they are partners or employers or providers like us who actually provide a lot of these trainings and stuff. So Sprint Lab was something that we kind of put out there last summer, or at least it was fall, at the Workforce Innovation Conference that was held earlier, where we introduced the platform which brings all these players in the ecosystem that can work together. And as part of that platform, we already, so it's a more of a digital platform where you kind of not only manage, make it easier for individuals looking for launching their career in tech to register for trainings. We do provide the trainings in different areas, but also help them not only acquire the skills, but apply those skills and then connect them with employers. So today, as part of that platform, we are launching a new service, which is going to be around tech assessments. And this is one thing that we had always heard from our partners and our employers, that there are a lot of interested folks who want to basically get a career in technology, but they are not able to kind of navigate the maze. And myself being in IT field for more than 25 years now, it comes natural to me saying, what are the things that are going on? We see the trend, we know what we need to skill with or upskill with, but folks who are not yet in the game, it's hard for them to kind of stay on the sidelines and say, where do I start, my journey? And the tech assessment is a service that I think is going to be very valuable. In my opinion, it's going to be a game changer for us, which is basically we are not trying to measure what skills you have in technology. That's not the intent of the service, because we would actually provide you the skills to get there. But what the assessment does is gauging the interest that you have, because what you have heard time and time again is what's the attitude, right, you need to bring to the table to get it done. Aptitude, we'll actually get there. We'll provide you all that training there so that you can reach your altitude, right? So those are the three things that, we will actually assess you. We'll provide you a report which will help you understand what strengths you have based on your interests, and what are your innate abilities that would be making you more successful in those occupations of technology. And we, as part of this assessment, we'll provide a go-to plan, a recommendation plan. So it just doesn't end on information. There is an action plan that comes along with it. So folks who are really looking for a start, they know actually these are the courses that I need to take. This is the path for my journey that I need to follow to achieve my end goal. So that's what the assessment is going to be. I think it's going to be a great for our workforce partners to kind of provide to the folks who are coming in are looking for a career in technology so that they can get started. So that's the first thing. The second announcement is going to be more expansion in our training. And we have heard again and again that the technology landscape is changing. New skills, IT is always kind of, that keeps us occupied, right? Those who are in the field, the skills are always changing. And what we hear now is everyone here knows about AI. Everyone must have played around with ChatGPT. And what we are now kind of focusing on is expanding in both data and AI. So watch out for new training courses that we are actually building and expanding that will be offered under our Sprint Lab and the Tech Accelerator tracks, which is our kind of the fast way, if you will, to acquire those skills, right? So new programs will be launched. Curriculum is kind of, we are working on that, and we'll be sharing some more information about that. Final thing, I just wanted to touch upon, Courtney was here. We are expanding into the registered apprenticeship programs as well. And basically, some of our accelerator tracks do offer on-the-job experience. What we want to do is take that and connect it with an apprenticeship programs. So employers out there who are looking for, any kind of IT role, we can work with you. And we have a lot of talent that we are already training through these tracks. So these are folks who are already kind of equipped with some of the skills, may not be aligned with what you're looking for, but we can work with you, connect them with your opportunities that you may have, and make them ready for the work that you want them to do. So all these are going to be available through our Sprint Lab program that we have, and I'm really excited, how we can take this forward. So thank you.
How do I follow that? So, good evening, everyone. Akayla Jones-Dreyer. I serve as the Director of Training as well as Corporate Compliance for SnapIT Solutions. I've been with the organization since, May will be my 5th year. So I don't have many announcements by way of announcements, but I do want to first reiterate what Nalima said in terms of thanking our valued partners for the relationship that we've created and that we're continuing to strengthen. So Workforce Partnership, Full Employment Council, the Office of Apprenticeship, and then most recently, Great Jobs KC. It's been very beneficial for us to expand our reach within Kansas City, strengthen that relationship, and actually impact people's lives. So we certainly appreciate it, and hopefully we can continue to strengthen it in the future. As we look at technology, of course, we know it has no barriers, it has no boundaries. So one thing within the training department we're being more intentional about is making sure we expand our footprint. So Nalima mentioned it earlier, we're currently now in 11 states across not only the Midwest, but we have a state in the Northeast as well. We're continuing to add additional states as we work through the country so that every student in each state has the opportunity to take advantage of our trainings, no cost to them, so that they can hopefully start or enhance their career in technology. And also in that vein, we are working to increase our self-paced options as well, adding a number of new self-paced courses to the suites that we offer so that students can be able to take the training if they have scheduling conflicts or if life happens, they still are able to stay on track and take our course. So that's one thing that we are definitely more intentional about within the training department, and just making sure that we provide the best service, customer service, as well as instructor satisfaction that we have with our students. That's definitely something we pride ourselves on. So we really appreciate, like I said, the partnerships that we have right now, and us expanding our apprenticeship program as well. So thank you very much.
Hello, is that, okay, I'm live? Okay. So as Nalima said, I'm Yvette Steele, and I was hired a year ago last month, so I'm just completing my first year anniversary to lead SnapIT's team, not only the training team, but developing technology talent, strategic partnerships, and national expansion. So that's my entire title. My job description is my title. And one of the things that have really enlightened me in this journey, I have a background in workforce development and DEI, so this will be now like my 9th year. And this opportunity here at SnapIT has given me the privilege of working with a lot of organizations who support the students that need our help, that need our training. So most recently, I just want to share 2 organizations that I've been working with, and I kind of get emotional when I think about it, because I think the populations that these 2 organizations serve are truly underrepresented, truly underserved, and could greatly benefit from a career in technology. And that's individuals who are homeless or formerly homeless or really close to being homeless. So the YMCA and the National Coalition for the Homeless have been partnering with us or in discussions with us around how can we serve their clients. We all want the same thing. So from my perspective, what I'm walking away with is understanding not only what the needs of the organization are in terms of, what are their goals and what do they hope to accomplish, but what I'm finding really gratifying in this opportunity is that I get to look at the individuals who they're serving and understand what are their unique needs. Not only am I understanding the organization, which is very different, which is what I'm accustomed to doing, but understanding the clients they serve is something very new to me. And as I'm working with these organizations and understanding what the challenges are, and how these individuals got to be where they are, but looking at the services that we can provide through partners like Great Jobs KC, FEC, the services that you provide, the braiding, the wraparound services to be able to offer an opportunity for individuals to not only be empowered to get a job, but have sustainable economic mobility. So for me, in working with these organizations and many others who will be similar or like them, has strengthened my resolve to be able to bring more people into the technology industry. The tech industry has thousands of jobs that go unfilled every single month, and we have a tremendous opportunity here to not only help organizations looking to fill those open job roles, but to help people who need those jobs. And that's my announcement.
All right, to the fun story. But before the fun story begins, I want to kind of give you guys a little bit of background for myself. I come from technology background. I've been in IT industry for 25 years now. Started as a developer, climbed up the ranks, and done a lot of technology in my experience and my past. The day I started my bachelor's in computer science, when I started doing programming, is the day I knew this was meant for me, this line of work is for me. But I also realized that, programming is easy. Unlike many people shy away, like we're having a conversation. If anybody can tell me solution to your problem in 10 steps, I can teach them coding. That's the philosophy I have come up with, and I have helped many of my friends, colleagues, mentored many of them through their difficult times when they are climbing up the ladder. I have that kind of an outlook. So that's why SnapIT's training and apprenticeship program is very close to my heart. That's why I believe it wholeheartedly. So with that, it is very fulfilling to see how students come into SnapIT. Most, if not all of them, come with great hunger. They want to transform their lives. They want to change their lives. They are eager, hungry, and they just take it and just run with it. We have seen many of the students who came through SnapIT trainings, did the apprenticeship program. We put them on work for a client, and then boom, they're off, take off. So one of the recent stories that Neela wanted me to tell you all is how the transformed one employee who came to the training, did in JavaScript, and then we did have a client work for about 3 months, 4 months, and then we had a Department of Commerce, not the Department of Commerce here, but the federal one, where there was a digital analyst position that was being churned. I mean, we were losing folks like every 3 months. They would say, yeah, this person is not a fit. They would let go. So after 2 or 3 people, we asked for a debrief saying, okay, you guys need to give us better requirements and tell us why you can't keep any of them. So when they did the debrief, we quickly realized that they really don't need a senior person. And we had our employee who matched the skills, not the same technology, but similar technologies. So we convinced them. We said, okay, take a chance. Give an opportunity to this person. You interview, you go through the normal process. You don't need to pay like a senior person, but interview this resource, see if you like the personality, and take a chance and give them an opportunity for 3 months. They took a chance, they interviewed her, and they gave her a job. Within 2 weeks of her joining, the deputy director writes to us saying, oh my God, phenomenal person, great find, what a fit. So that's the fun story we wanted to share. But that brings, that is really fulfilling for us to know that, people who are getting trained are getting great reviews wherever they go. we have never had any employer come back and tell us that you did not teach them skill right. Nobody did. Everybody is ecstatic and happy with the way they conduct themselves, and they learn and they grow and they show up and they produce. So that's the SnapIT fun story. Thank you for listening.